I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. So in today's educational video, we're going to be taking a look at how to determine breakout levels, because in some instances, there's going to be several options. So here is a weekly chart for a stock in the crypto landscape. The ticker symbol is not the main issue. The main issue is how to determine a breakout level. Now, this is a weekly chart, 2 years of data. So, couple of options. Now, there's many ways to look at breakouts. Some people like to use the actual intraday highs, let's say a recent intraday high, or maybe even the 52-week high. And all of those are valid. So you can use intraday highs as an option. Personally, I rather go with daily or weekly or monthly closing highs. So in this particular instant, I'm just going to stick with the weekly chart just to see how we can determine a buy point. So there's a buy point right there, which is clearly the close in August 9th. And the price in that weekly closing high was at 6.78. So that's one level. So if the stock ever clears that level, the moment, the minute, the instant it clears that level, you can consider that a breakout. Ask questions later. Now there's another option for a breakout level, and it is based on this weekly closing high. And in this instant, this is from the week of February 16th. So this was in August. And here we have a weekly closing high from February the 16th. And that price level is at 6.31. So, which one would be the best breakout level? So, it really depends. Both of them are valid. There's none that is wrong. It just depends on which one you want to use. The reason for this video is to explain why I think that this prior breakout is more valid for the following reasons. So, if you consider that this was the breakout level to watch during the breakout attempt sometime in May, you can see that there was a failed breakout. And after that failed breakout, prices did drift lower. Now, we can consider the breakout attempt in August as another failed breakout attempt, and prices did drift lower. So we can say that in truth, this breakout has never really been cleared substantially because of this failed breakout here and this failed breakout that took a couple weeks to play out. So if I take all that information, now we can see it clearly. I'm proposing that this close from February 16th at 6.31 makes more sense, because we can see that the stock has struggled to stay above that level. There's a reversal here, and during this week here closed above 631, and also this week here closed above 631. But we can see that after those closes, the following weeks were failed breakouts. Prices moved below 6.31 because the close is here and there. In essence, both periods were failed breakout periods. So in my thinking, I would rather go with a lower breakout level and get an early entry point by using this breakout, understanding that recent breakout attempts over the last couple of months have failed, and that in the future it might attempt to break out again, while understanding and appreciating that if prices are going to go beyond current levels, let's say if prices are going to go in the double digits, at some point they are also going to have to clear the weekly closing high from the week of August 9th. And that price level we've established was at 6.78. So if there's going to be a movement in the weeks ahead above this area, let's say if the stock is going to trade in the teens and above, so 10 and above, it needs to clear both prices. I'm just saying that for my way of looking at things, I would use the earlier breakout level for an earlier entry, or maybe we can say both are valid, and so you can take half a position for each breakout. So again, rather than always going for the most recent close, it does make sense sometimes to figure out if there's another close that can also be used if it has some relevancy. And I should point out that this is just one option. This is the weekly. If we take a look at the daily, we'll see other closes. For example, you can take this daily closing high there as a breakout level, or this daily closing high. Heck, you can even go back to this daily closing high from February, because this daily closing high from February has been a problem for this stock. It's tried many times, just seems not to be able to hold. All of these are valid, and if we take a look at the monthly chart using monthly closing highs, we can see that the most recent monthly breakout is here. You can use that as an entry, or you can even use the prior monthly closing high here, because in a sense there was a breakout attempt here that failed. Again, many entry level possibilities from a breakout standpoint. I personally would rather pick the lowest one so as to be in the stock as it picks up momentum gradually. Of course, if it's going to do well, it's going to have to clear all recent monthly closing highs or all recent weekly closing highs or all recent daily closing highs. That's the only way this stock can explode above the current price range. So in other words, either of these entry levels are valid from a breakout timing perspective. And so it is. Therefore, beloveds, go forth rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one Creator. I leave you in the love and the light of the one Creator, Adonai.